Ever wonder what celebrities do with all their extra cash? Well, they often go on spending sprees, buying things that most of us wouldn't even dream of. Some are smart with their money, but others, they splash out on downright ridiculous stuff. From lavish purchases to downright absurd buys, these stars spare no expense. Stick around as we dive into the most expensive purchases. Let's go. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was a superstar in 2016, raking in an astonishing $48 million. However, my friend is not a cheapskate. A lawsuit with his management company was when Depp revealed that he spends $2 million per month on his luxurious lifestyle. There's some finger-pointing happening. Depp claims his managers poorly handled his money, costing him in the millions. While this was going on, the management company replied that it was Depp who got himself in the financial crisis. You might start wondering what kind of lifestyle such an amount of money is associated with. But court documents, of course, disclose the truth. Depp allocates $30,000 for wine, $300,000 for his staff, with a staggering 40 full-timers, $150,000 for security for himself and his family, and $200,000 for a private jet. He also bought some pricey properties, such as a whole village in France, which he did not manage to sell, despite the fact that he was trying to do so for $63 million. However, it's not over yet. Depp, of course, owns a chain of islands in the Bahamas for which he paid $3.6 million, and he also bought 5 penthouses in LA for $7.2 million. But he only held on to them for 3 years before putting them back onto the market for $12.78 million. And the most wildly extravagant expense was $5 million to fulfill his late friend, the writer and journalist Hunter S. Thompson's dying wish. Well, Depp's lavish lifestyle matches his lavish performances in movies. Logan Paul. Logan Paul, a famous YouTuber who loves Pokemon and boxing, made a big purchase. He shelled out $3.5 million for what he imagined were unique Pokemon cards. He was really stoked at first because these cards were very valuable. However, this is where the story took a wrong turn. Many people began to question the authenticity of the cards, doubting if they were genuine since they were sold online rather than through a trusted auction house. On the other hand, they were sent through the post, a thing that was a little bit strange. When Logan saw the video on YouTube, he was expecting to receive Pokemon cards. To his surprise, he found G.I. Joe trading cards in the package. It was a major letdown. Logan and his crew did their research and discovered the cards were indeed forged. He also talked to experts before making his final decision. Others thought that Logan was just trying to look cool, but it turns out that he really did buy the shoes. Fortunately, a popular collector of cards, Bello LaJohnson, did make good on the money that Logan had spent on the fake cards. Lesson learned: beware the companies you shop from. Priyanka Chopra. One day, Priyanka Chopra went to the car dealership and did not hesitate to pick a spectacular car. It all began in 2013 when her mom wanted to celebrate her 10 years as a celebrity. They went for dinner and then decided to go to a Rolls-Royce shop. Priyanka, in the end, went for a customized car in the local shop. She had not yet indicated if she is sorry for buying it, but she did mention that she has gone through her money too fast. The car was black with a silver roof, and the interior was decorated with a starry sky ceiling and a carpet with glitter. Despite the fact that she sold the car afterward, Priyanka didn't give up. She has a lot of other luxury cars, for instance, a BMW with a strong engine. MC Hammer. In the early 90s, MC Hammer made huge sums of money with his song Can't Touch This. He had $70 million in 1991 and made $30 million every year, but he parted with his money too freely and was not very careful with it. He spent all his money on funny things such as 17 cool cars, 2 helicopters, a private jet, and 21 racehorses, some worth over $1 million each. The house in Fremont, California, worth $12 million and another $30 million, was invested to make it look exquisite. It was huge. It was even 40,000 square feet in size, and it had a bowling alley, a basketball court, a baseball field, a recording studio, even a movie theater, a 17-car garage, 2 tennis courts, and 2 swimming pools. He did not only have marble statues of himself and a gold tub in his bedroom. He named one of the pools Hammer Pants because it reminded him of his baggy trousers. There were about 200 people employed by him on his property, costing about $500,000. He was a spendthrift and was left carrying $13 million in debt. He had to liquidate his expensive belongings to repay the loan and underwent bankruptcy in 1996. Mike Tyson. The flamboyant lifestyle and lavish spending of Mike Tyson is something which has been widely known, despite the fact that most of his eccentric expenses could not match the $2.2 million bathtub. It's still unbelievable. According to Tyson, he spent a fortune on the 24-karat gold bathtub as a Christmas present for his first wife, Robin Givens. They decided to separate after a year. Ouch. This was part of a repetitive overspending that resulted in Tyson filing for bankruptcy in 2003 when he was $23 million in debt, despite the fact that he had earned more than $300 million in his 20-year boxing career. That is definitely regrettable. Kanye West. Kanye West ventured into fashion by launching his own brand called Yeezy. However, the start was not smooth at all. In the end, he found himself to be in debt of a jaw-dropping $53 million, including his own money. He didn't hesitate to say on Twitter that he was in grave financial crisis. However, he eventually deleted the tweets. He mentioned that he owed $16 million only to open his first season of fashion collection. Furthermore, he confessed that he frequently lent money to friends and relatives, which his wife had advised him against. To him, it might have been a big challenge to say no to them. During his rise to prominence with Adidas, West had already launched his DW line in 2009 and his DW2 line in 2011. Now about Mark Cuban. He's well known for his participation on Shark Tank and for also owning the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. Cuban did something that was not so common. He purchased a small town called Mustang, Texas, which is 77 acres with only 21 residents. No one knows the exact amount of money he spent, but it's said to be the price of about $2 million. They argue that he could have sold the property to a friend who was in a hurry to get rid of it. However, Cuban said that he didn't have any plans for what to do with the town and added to the Dallas Morning News that he didn't know what, if anything, he would do with it. It seems that he made the purchase without quite being sure about it. Tom Brady. A big-time fan of the NFL who is known for throwing money away, spent more than $500,000 on the football Tom Brady threw before he retired. However, now with Brady returning to play, the ball is now only worth a fraction of its original value. Brady, by his great career, is one of the most amazing players in NFL history. He won 7 NFL championships, played in 10 Super Bowls, and threw more touchdown passes than anyone else. In one playoff game, he threw a 55-yard touchdown pass to Mike Evans, who gave the ball to one of the fans. Next thing we knew, it was caught and then put up for auction, where it sold for about a huge amount of money. It was about $518,000 then, but now that Brady has came back, it's not a real bargain anymore. And Kylie Jenner. As for Kylie Jenner, a multimillionaire who just had her baby, she posted a video on social media as a tribute to her son. The mansion and the baby's nursery are shown in detail, which of course includes very luxurious items. The baby's modern bassinet, for example, costs $10,000, but still it's useful. As for the Louis Vuitton teddy bear on a nursery chair, the practical side is less. The stuffed animal is brown, monogrammed from brown velvet, and only 500 were produced. Kylie's beloved Mini Cooper S has been out of production since its debut in 2005. However, she was able to find a used one for $21,427 on the Luck Shop. The toy of Kylie Cosmetics founder Kylie Jenner's son had become a trend back then.